What's up, YouTubers? PokeJediTrek's here. So, as some of you know, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and today I am going to show you how to make Irish soda bread. So, let's go over the ingredients. So, before we go over the ingredients, let me tell you what the irony is about it being called Irish soda bread is because the actual because soda is not one of the ingredients, but here are the ingredients of Irish soda bread: flour and sugar. You also need baking powder as well as baking soda. You will also need salt, butter, milk, and an egg. So let's get started. So first things first, you are going to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so the next step, you need a giant mixing bowl, and you're going to put 4 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. You also need 1 stick of butter that's softened, and you're also going to need half a teaspoon of salt. So you're gonna mix this up until you're gonna mix it up with a fork or a whisk. So I just mixed up these ingredients together. Then next you're gonna add 1 cup of milk and an egg. So I just added a cup of milk and an egg, so I'm gonna mix this up until it forms a dough. Alright, so I just stirred everything up until it's all crumpled up like a dough. Now here's the trick. Now the tricky part is actually kneading the dough, because you want it to make it look like a soft ball of dough. Alright, so I got the dough kneaded. I'll show you how it looks like in a minute. Next I'm going to take a can of non-stick spray, and I'm going to spray down this pan. Using foil on the pan is optional. I prefer to use foil. Here is the ball of kneaded dough. Now I'm going to transfer it to our freshly greased pan, and then I'm going to make an X mark in the center of the pan. Alright, so next up you're going to take a butter knife, and you're going to make some slight cuts in the center to make an X shape. And then you're going to pop this in the oven for about 45 to 30 minutes, or until it's entirely baked, until it's fully finished. So in goes the bread. Pan's still a little warm because I used it for making fish and chips for dinner last night. And then setting a timer for 50 minutes. Okay, so 50 minutes are up. Let's pop this bread out of the oven, and holy mackerel! It looks way too browned, but oh well. So I'm gonna get a toothpick and check to see if it's done. Alright, so I couldn't find any toothpicks, but I had to shove a knife through the bread. And here's a little trick to determine if your bread is ready. Is the toothpick comes out clean. So anyway, I'm going to transfer it to a plate. Alright, so this is how your final product should look like. So I'm going to cut off a piece and sample a piece. Please be careful if it just came out of the oven, because it's going to be really hot. So please be careful. This is delicious. In fact, the reason why it's called Irish soda bread is because it tastes like clear soda. So that's how to make Irish soda bread. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you next time.